Hello everybody. Today I'd like to talk a bit about just beginning your yoga practice journey. So I hope that you were able to take the 1-hour class, and I know for some of you the postures were familiar, and I also know that for some of you the postures are all very brand new. So over the remaining weeks of the course, we will go into detail on the poses that you practiced within that first class. We're going to go through pose by pose, teaching you alignment and how to modify as needed. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is have a place to practice. So it doesn't really matter where you do your practice at. It could be outside, it could be inside. Really what's important is that it's someplace that you're comfortable. And you could practice on a yoga mat if you have one, but you don't have to have a yoga mat. You could be on a rug or carpet or on the grass. So you're going to want to just have enough space. So enough space to extend your arms out front to back, enough space to be able to reach up without a ceiling or something being in the way. And you can wear whatever you feel comfortable moving around in. And the postures are typically done barefoot. That'll give you more sensation and more stability and things like that. And the other thing is that you want to just be careful not to have a full stomach before you practice, because you're kind of moving up and down and things like that. And everyone's unique in how food works with practice. You'll just have to kind of get a gauge for that to see how long before you practice that you don't want to have any food. And then the last thing that you want to have for your setup is you're going to be viewing posture and mat instructionals on some sort of digital device. So whether it's your laptop or your phone, whatever it may be, just have some sort of setup where you can view the videos while you're actually doing the postures. Your commitment's going to be stronger to your practice also if you can find some sort of time of day that you can do it at the same time every day. So one of the most important things to remember is that if it causes you pain, don't do it or change the way you're doing it. You want to learn to decipher between just the sensation of strong physical effort and then the sensation of pain in your body because something's not happening correctly. So you'll also want to make sure that you use your breath as your guide. We'll introduce you to Victorious breath soon. We will remind you often to use this breath while practicing the poses. If your physical effort causes your breath control to get totally away from you, it's a good idea to back off a bit. We will practice this quite a bit, so I'm sure you're going to get the hang of it. Now, as we present alignment to you, we do so knowing that one size definitely does not fit all. Our bodies are all so unique, and even our skeletal structures can differ quite drastically. It'll be important that you feel your way in and that you trust your instincts when you notice the need for a slight variation in alignment. And sometimes you might even decide that you need to skip or totally change certain postures, and that's really okay. We want you to really develop that inner awareness so that you can know what's right for you. We'll do our best to make you aware of possible variations, so just approach each pose with a sense of curiosity and allowance. If you have limited mobility or stability, you might want to practice near a wall where you can use the wall for support. Another idea is to have a chair nearby where you can use the back of a chair for support as well. So for each posture, we're going to give you instruction again on alignment, something called lines of action, which is just points of engagement in the posture, gaze, and then modifications. And we'll explain all of this to you in detail. So our hope is that you approach this practice with just allowing yourself a lot of patience and allowing yourself to be a beginner. There's no such thing as getting a yoga pose wrong, and there's certainly no such thing as winning at yoga. So let's get started. We'll see you soon on our first mat instructional.